has produced 5 albums, including a tribute to Creole music entitled Sakai. She has also traveled around the world, performing for audiences in many countries, such as Italy, St. Lucia, and Guadeloupe. Ladies and gentlemen, she's the winner of the CARICOM song competition, Michele Henderson. Welcome, Michele. We're so happy you could join us for this interview. Let's just start off by talking about you. Tell us about yourself. Who is Michele?
Michele is a country girl, let's call it that, from the cultural capital of Dominica, called a village called Granby. I grew up with a lot of music and art and dance around me, and so it was inevitable that I became a musician and a singer, songwriter, and a flautist, and just enjoy performing, enjoy writing music, enjoy creating for the world.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your family, your background.
Yes. My father was a musician as well, folk writer, who wrote quite a few songs for folk groups on the island. I grew up in a family that was, very musical. My mom sang. My father was a director of the church choir, and my uncles are musicians, and my cousins play instruments. So it was just a natural fit for me to be born into that family and to segue into music as a career.
Okay. You also have 2 kids. You do not look like you have 2 children at all. Tell us about that.
I do have 2 daughters, Ronelle and Kailan. They're both beautiful artists in their own right, and also married to the bass player who's a musician. So yeah, we're a very artsy family.
Yeah, it has to be fun working together and doing the music, the thing that you love as a family.
That's true, very true.
What was it like for you growing up in Dominica?
Dominica is a great place to grow up. Children enjoy freedom of roaming around the neighborhoods, and it's a relatively safe community still in Dominica. So when everybody takes care of everybody's kids, so childhood in Dominica is really a fantastic thing. It's not like in modern cities around the world where kids can't go where they want, and you get to enjoy the natural beauty of the island, the rivers and the fruits that abound all over the place, So it was a fun experience growing up in Dominica. I was raised by everybody in my community, so they all feel very proud, and they're all, participating to this day in raising my kids and celebrating my life. So fantastic way to grow up.
All right. Speaking of being proud, you are the proud winner of the CARICOM song competition. Just tell us a little bit about that. Why did you decide to enter?
Well, I decided to participate because I wanted to, almost to prove a point, I should say, that little islands like Dominica, or little communities like the community that I come from, can produce work that is of a high standard that can be appreciated regionally and internationally. And I've always had that desire to show that we can do this. And it's not, a lot of times we compete with the larger islands or larger territories, and we don't always get that opportunity.
Of course.
So we thought that this would be a great opportunity to showcase our creativity and our talent. And I say we because this is a group effort. I wrote the song and composed the song, but I had a lot of motivation, I should say, from my husband, who was like, you should do it, go ahead, do it. And our arranger, Urson Matthew, who worked with us to put together the music, and we had some help from friends who formed our little choir, and so it was a team effort. And we just wanted to show what Dominica had to offer.
Okay. Tell me about the song itself. What inspired it?
I wanted to be able to express my own pride, my own sense of wanting the Caribbean to grow and to unite and develop, and just decided to put all the different elements that were required for the song in a very poetic and sort of fun way.
The song is fun.
So that people would enjoy listening to and also would enjoy singing to.
Okay.
So that was, how we went about doing it.
Did you think you'd win?
Yes. We thought we had a very good chance.
Okay.
You know, we knew we had a good chance because we believe in our work. But then we thought, okay, we're competing against the Jamaicas and the Trinidadians and the Barbados.
Watch yourself, you know, I'm Jamaican, you know. You're talking to a Jamaican.
It's kudos to these islands.
Of course, of course.
They have that level of production and of creativity, and we admire them, and we look up to the artists that come from Trinidad and Jamaica and Barbados. I'm sure that there were a lot of entries from, like you said, from all the other countries.
Yeah,
Sure
there were I think we had 63 entries, which, you know, was whittled down to 57 for, you know, because of eligibility issues, and then we eventually had 10 entries going to the semifinals, and then we came up with you as the winner.
Which I'm very grateful for. I'm very, very grateful.
What was your reaction when you found out you won?
I was very surprised. When I received the email, I initially thought it was just an announcement that they had chosen the top 10 or something like that.
Okay.
And I only realized that we had won after I read the letter attached to the email.
Oh, wow.
So it was a thrilling experience. I was just telling Secretary General that I had been suffering from chikungunya at the time. And
no.
No, it was the best news ever. I was cured instantly. It was fantastic.
Let's talk a little bit now about your career. I see where you've been around the world, across so many different countries and performed in so many different places. Tell me a little bit about that.
I love performing, so I get invited to a lot of different events and music festivals around the world.
Mm-hmm.
My band and I travel quite a bit. It's always what I wanted to do when I was a kid. Grew up with a musical family, and I always dreamed about performing for audiences around the world.
Right.
And so being able to do that in reality and like make a living out of it, it's a dream come true. I've had some very memorable performances in St. Lucia, at the St. Lucia Jazz Festival, in Trinidad, also at the Trinidad Jazz Artists on the Green. Fantastic. I had a great time in Belgium, in Denmark. We did a concert in Denmark that was fantastic as well. You know, it's in Finland as well, and somebody showed up with a T-shirt from Dominica. I was like, wow! You know, all the way in Finland. In Estonia, we did an event there too, where people showed up. You know.
Well, you have an extensive repertoire.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, so there are so many different experiences. It's hard to choose one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about performing at home?
At home is fantastic too. The World Creole Music Festival allows me every year to sort of do like a full band performance, because I don't always perform with my full band in Dominica. But during the festival time, we have that opportunity to do that, and the audiences are always, you know, super excited and very appreciative to see one of their own.
Brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain.
Before I wrap up, I know you're into, you know, performing jazz, R&B, and reggae. Do you have a favorite genre of music that you like?
Every time I get asked this question, I love all styles of music. I'm partial to certain idioms just because I feel like I'm stronger in those areas, like jazz and also cadence, which is from Dominica, cadence, zouk. So I try to fuse, you know, the idioms as much as I can, because I like so many different things.
Okay.
It's nice to do. You know, I do R&B, I do jazz and pop and so on, but it's nice to be able to do like a mix.
And have your own style, your own little flavor.
Exactly.
All right, well, in wrapping up, I'd like for you to just give me a brief rendition of the chorus of the CARICOM song. I'm sure our audience is very anxious to hear what it sounds like.
Raise your voices high and sing of your Caribbean pride. singing loud and strong, feel our hearts beat as one.
Thank you, Michele. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Michele Henderson, winner of the CARICOM Song Competition, an inspiration for all young and upcoming artists. Look out for Michele's performance of the CARICOM song at the opening of the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting on the 1st to the 4th of next month in Antigua and Barbuda. For more information on CARICOM activities, you may visit our website at www.caricom.org or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/cc.secretariat. Thanks for watching CARICOM TV. I'm Jacine Dunkley Malcolm.